Hello, I'd like to introduce you to a very simple, very powerful daily practice that can completely change your life. It's called the contemplation of the triple flame, and its simplicity is actually its beauty, and that's why it can have such a profound impact, because anyone can do this, anywhere. You can begin right now after hearing this. The practice is just so simple. Basically, every third hour on the clock, you pause whatever you're doing for 3 minutes. That's the practice. That's it. Every third hour, you pause for 3 minutes. And so every 6, every 9, every 12, and every 3 o'clock, throughout the day. And what you'll find is that the power of this as a rhythm moving into your daily life goes deeper and deeper and deeper. This pattern of the threes. And what you'll see also is that the pattern of the three of the Trinity is so deeply interwoven into the fabric of reality that this practice, so simple that it is, connects you to an incredible fundamental universal rhythm. So done over time, this goes deeper and deeper and deeper into our being, and it really opens us up to something extraordinary. So what do we do? What do we do in those 3 minutes? Sometimes, you might find yourself driving and it's 3 o'clock or 6 o'clock. And so, you have to, or you might be in a meeting, so you have to be a little bit creative as well. But for those 3 minutes, you're going to be completely mindful, completely heartful. I recommend that you focus your attention deep down in your belly, on your navel, and you could put your hands there if you're able to, and just bring your full attention, your full presence to those 3 minutes. So if you're in a meeting, you can still stay in the meeting, but you're absolutely 100% present for those 3 minutes. It's only 3 minutes. Right, remember, after those 3 minutes, you can go back to whatever it is you're doing and you can forget. But it's just a discipline. It's a small discipline to bring to whatever we're doing. And, for example, I was driving recently and the time came 3 o'clock. And I decided to pull over, actually, and take my 3 minutes. You don't have to always do that. You can carry on doing whatever it is you're doing, but do it with a much more increased awareness, and a softness perhaps, try and soften it a little bit into those 3 minutes, because those 3 minutes, what you've done is you've carved out an oasis for yourself, and those 3 minutes belong to no one but you, no one but you. Even if you have screaming children, they can wait 3 minutes, those 3 minutes are sacrosanct for you. Your whole spiritual growth is like encapsulated in those 3 minutes, and what you'll find also is that these pauses that you create, even though they're not for another 3 hours, they begin to link to each other like a string of pearls, and so what we're doing is we're creating little wormholes through time in order for the inner light to come deeper into our everyday lives. So it's connecting us backwards to the ones we've already done, the 3 minutes that you did yesterday or 3 hours ago, and the ones the week before that. But it's also connecting forwards in time to the 3 minutes that you're going to do tomorrow, the next day, the next week. And I know that sounds strange, but what it does is it just puts you into this timeless rhythm as you begin to incorporate this practice into your life. And you can set your clock or your timer or the app, so that it helps you to do this practice. But it's about the flame. It's called the triple flame because it's the flame of awareness, the flame of love that goes deeper and deeper and deeper inside us. And don't worry if you miss one, it's not the end of the world. And you also, you're going to want to probably take more than 3 minutes a lot of the time. So especially at the beginning, you might just have your 3 minutes, but as it begins to deepen and widen and your heart begins to soften and find this rhythm, after you've done it for several months, you may want to expand those 3 minutes to like 5 minutes or 10 minutes or more. And you might also want to do them at other times. You might just find, oh, well, here's a natural pause. This one fits just perfectly into my day. I'm going to drop into that for a few minutes or some time. Pausing is such a powerful thing. And remember, pausing can be done while you're in movement, while you're in activity, while you're in action. You pause from being distracted and you bring your full presence to those 3 minutes. It's not so much to ask, is it? This is the triple flame, and you are the flame. The loving awareness inside you is the flame. That's the first flame. But there are 3 flames, actually. So there are other dimensions to this I just want to explain. The second flame is everyone else. So everyone else, there's lots of other people doing this same practice at the same time as you. And so the second flame connects you to all those others doing the same contemplation of the triple flame. Think about that. People doing it on different time zones, on different hours, in different rhythms. There are people doing it when you're asleep. There are people, you're doing it when someone else is asleep on the other side of the world. But every 3 hours, or, in your time zone, but in other time zones, it's bridging. So there might be one in the next hour and the next hour because someone else's, time zones are going to be different. So, the flame is always passing from person to person, from heart to heart. And this is the power of a collective attunement, a collective intelligence awakening that's bringing deeper and deeper coherence. And it's opening us up to something greater than just the individual. This is no longer, after a while, this is no longer just you doing this. This is a golden thread that is linking multiple intelligences through time and space, opening up higher and higher possibilities. I mean, that's something to really tune into, the tribe of, in terms of, the group consciousness doing this contemplation together around the world. And that really is powerful. And the third element, because it's the triple flame, has to be 3. The third element, the first is you, the individual. The second is the others, the group doing it. And the third is the whole. The third is God. The third is the divine. The third flame is the center within everything, the center of centers, the heart and mind of the divine. So as you come into this moment, these 3 sacred minutes, you're coming right into the heart of the divine. You're lighting the flame of eternity, of immortality. And the more people who join, the more powerful it becomes. And so we're connecting to the core of all things. Everything has a core inside it. And for these 3 minutes, you're just coming into that core. And the potential for breakthroughs, is really latent in this practice. As you do it on and on, you keep doing it. You have to keep on doing it. It's a small discipline. One day, a thunderbolt may hit you in the middle of those 3 minutes, like bang, like a deep, incredible silence, or a welling up of intoxication, or tears, or laughter, and those 3 minutes may suddenly become 3 hours, or that wave ripples out into your being, into your life, bringing you into a kind of vision of timelessness, the timeless signature of consciousness. So the simplest of practices can end up being the most extraordinary breakthrough experience. So my wish is that you give yourself this little discipline, and that you will experience this light, this triple light right in the heart of your being, this flame, and share it with others, because the more come, the more do it, the more powerful it becomes. Let it change your life, and let it reach out and change others, and change the whole world, in fact, bringing us all into this beautiful lucidity and clarity and softness of the heart space of all beings. Yeah. Blessings, and I hope you enjoy the contemplation of the triple flame.